Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is an action-packed role-playing first-person shooter game developed by Gearbox Software and is a spin-off of the Borderlands series. The game itself was released for Windows PC, PlayStation and Xbox in March of 2022. With its quirky yet hilarious storylines, its vast array of dangerous and comical foes, and an extremely massive set of weapons and abilities, it's got something for everyone to enjoy. If like me and you have never played any of the Borderlands games before, then this is my top things I wish I knew about Tiny Tina's Wonderland before buying it.
7.
Now, first up on our list is the storyline. The main storyline itself isn't overly long, but it does have hours and hours of gameplay. Masses of side quests and additional tasks that will keep even the avid gamer busy for a large amount of time. With levels of increasingly more dangerous enemies, quests to fulfill, special items to collect, and a truly fantastic boss fight to end all boss fights, the most important thing to remember is to take it slow. It's easy enough to get carried away in the storyline and find yourself struggling to damage even the hairs of a gnat's testicle. But if you take it slow, collect as much good loot as you can, and proceed with caution, there is so much you can do and enjoy along the way. Some of these side quests are really quick and easy. Others will have you traipsing all around the houses collecting things or destroying enemies. Either way, don't forget to do these in between your main storyline, as it will not only give you the much needed rewards, but it will also aid in leveling you up ready for that next big butt kicking that awaits you.
6.
Now, for the weapons themselves, there are so many different weapons in this game, it would take me forever to go through them all. And while I have only played this game for a little over a week, I can certainly tell you that some are way better than others. Which weapon you enjoy most will all come down to your own unique playstyle and which type of weapons you enjoy using the most. Weapons will drop from chests, enemies, bosses, quest rewards, and can also be obtained through vending machines. In your early days of Tiny Tina, you will have so much loot to choose from that it can sometimes feel overwhelming which ones to choose and which ones to lose. When you see a weapon and hover your crosshair over it, it will always show you the perks that it has and if it's better than your currently equipped item. If it has green numbers, then it is better than you're currently using, and if it's red, then it's not always as good. Always make sure to cycle through your current weapon selection when inspecting any new item, and if it's vastly better than what you already have, then you can either instantly equip it or collect it to your backpack. Pay close attention to the additional perks at the bottom of these items, as some weapons can have amazing abilities that change the way you play. Like, who wouldn't want a shotgun that you chuck down at enemies when you reload it and it spawns in some snakes to deal that extra little bit of damage? Be sure to pick up those sweet, sweet rewards.
5.
Now, for the character abilities themselves, there are 6 different main character classes you can choose from when you first start playing Tiny Tina's Wonderland. And as a brand new player, my suggestion to you is to pick the one that you like the sounds of most. But be warned, whatever you do pick, you will be stuck with for the duration of that game. Later on down the line, you will be able to unlock and choose a second character, so you can combine the skills of both if you want to. But if you do want to change it altogether, then you will need to start the game from scratch and make a second playthrough. These hero abilities can be a godsend in helping you get through that difficult fight, so don't forget about those abilities in the midst of battle.
4.
Now, for your inventory, or your backpack as they call it, is where all of your weapons, shield, abilities and magic is stored. This can fill up really quickly, so as soon as you get the opportunity to upgrade your backpack, make sure you do this as a priority. One gripe that I do have with this game is when you are looking at items in your backpack, it doesn't actually say what kind of weapon or item it is. And it can be very confusing to know which item it is and what it's used for. You will have the following slots available in your backpack. On the left hand side, you will have space for 4 ranged weapon slots. These can hold anything from pistols to snipers and shotguns. You will have a melee weapon slot, a magical spell slot, a ward slot, 1 amulet slot, 2 ring slots, and 1 armory slot. On the right hand side, it will show you your actual backpack. This contains all of the items you have already collected along your way. Items with a green tick are items you are already using and have got slotted on the left hand side. Items which are red and have a padlock symbol on them are items which are too powerful for you to currently use, and you will not be able to select them. You can select items as trash or favorites so that you don't accidentally delete them. On a controller, you can push in the left select stick, and you can either choose from the red bin symbol for trash or the blue star symbol for a favorite. If you do select the red bin symbol, then that will automatically select that item as a trashed item. If you do select the blue star, then it will favorite it and it will make sure you do not accidentally delete it. When you are selecting your weapons, it will always show you in the center of the screen what perks that item has. If you want to compare it with another item, it will also show the perks for that item in the center of the screen as well, just to the right of your currently selected one. And it will show you if it is better or worse than what you're already using. Now, at the time of making this video, they do have a few technical issues in this game that you can certainly find a grey item at the moment, which will be vastly superior than an epic item, and it is just pure luck. Now, they are going to be working on this, hopefully, and getting this issue resolved as soon as possible, but generally, as a standard rule, epic and legendary items should have far better perks to them than a grey or green item. Just make sure any item you do look at, if it's got better green numbers to it, then it means it is better than your item you're using, and if it's got red numbers to it, then it's normally a little bit worse. But those additional perks at the bottom of those items can make a whole load of difference as to whether an item is trash or not. Now, you are going to collect a lot of trash items as you go through. You will pick up a lot of items that either you do not want or do not use. And I mean a lot. The good news is you will find vending machines pretty much everywhere along your journey, which you can use to sell your unwanted items for gold. Now, if you have already marked your items in your backpack as trash, then you can go up to a vending machine and select sell all trash, and it will sell it all in one go. You can also sell items individually, but make sure you do not sell anything that you want or need to keep. You can buy it back again from the vending machine, but it can get extremely costly. Now, that brings us on to our next item, vending machines. Vending machines can be found all over the world, and not only can they sometimes sell great items of interest for you, they can also be a fantastic way to get rid of those unwanted items, clogging up your backpack. With every battle that you do, you will be inundated with rewards of weapons and items. Most of it will be trash. But don't just leave that purple item sat there on the floor. If you have the backpack space, pick it up and mark it as trash in your backpack. The next time you see the vending machine, sell it and earn that luscious gold bars for spending later on. Which brings us on to our next item, which is gold bars. Now, gold is used for a ton of different things in Tiny Tina, from purchasing items, upgrading things, and even when you die and respawn, it will cost you gold to do so. A great way to get more gold is to open up those little safes and boxes. You will find these little safes and loot boxes all over the world in Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Open them up and save up that cash. These safes respawn every time you enter an area, so there is always a ton of it around for your pickings. Sometimes, if you are running low on that gold, then you may just want to run around opening up loot safes or chests and collecting those precious rewards. Now you can even earn gold from selling those items at the vending machines. Every time you do sell an item, then you will get a certain amount of gold in return. So don't forget to empty that trash for some precious gold rewards. As long as you do all of the above things, then you will start to enjoy and get through your Tiny Tina journey. There is so much more that I could tell you about, but I'm going to save those for another video. So I hope you do find this one useful. If you do, don't forget to drop me a like down below, leave a comment. I always appreciate it. But I hope you have a fantastic day, and until the next one, stay safe, my friends.